On this episode of Open for Business, Charlie goes shopping at Goodwill and learns that not only is he getting a great deal, he's also giving back to the community. Lisa visits Generation Adventurplex to sample all the fun activities they have for you, your friends, and your family. And the Morris Performing Arts Center is turning 100 this year. We'll talk about what they have in store for the celebration and what's next for their future. Stay with us, Michiana. We're open for business.
This is Charlie, once again for Open for Business at Goodwill on Western in South Bend, one of the many Goodwills in Northern Indiana, and at each location, there's always something good. We're going to go inside and talk with Mark, explore the retail side. It is time for Christmas shopping. We're going to learn about their rewards program and how you can make a difference through donations, and there are employment opportunities at Goodwill. I'm with Mark Zeigert, Vice President of Donated Goods Retail. And Mark, we have history here of Goodwill all up into the current years. We're going to walk by it and talk. It's very impressive.
Oh, it's fantastic talking about all this and the growth we've had from the early 70s when we kind of got in here. I know when I came 20 years ago, we had 7 stores.
Right.
And we now have 23 stores.
Wow. Well, let's talk about the need for donated items. What does the audience need to know?
Yeah, with the economy the way it is, and with the winter coming, people have a tendency to start staying inside. And when they stay inside, they stop donating.
Right.
And for us to keep our floors full and everything kind of keep going smoothly, we need them to keep donating. So we definitely need to make sure they're out there donating their coats and their hats and their gloves and their winter boots, as well as just the normal items of your household items, so that we can keep our folks busy, we can keep our stores full, so all of our shoppers have a great assortment to look through and buy.
Okay, this has been very informative. Well, we're going to continue our conversation at the retail area, so lead on. Where's the guys' stuff? We could have
We're gonna be on the other side.
Now, there you go.
That's a statement right there.
I think John Candy donated that. Badminton, anybody? You know, the big thing now is pickleball. Before long, you'll have pickleball.
We'll get pickleball stuff in.
Now, see, I love to collect coffee cups.
You might be one of the few.
See, this is me. Look, I'm a grandpa now. Grandpas are dads without rules. This one's a little different. It's like Santa's on my lap. Santa, what do you want? You're always asking, what do you want? I'm gonna pick a movie and then you gotta watch it this weekend, all right?
All right.
Here we go. Born, you a Born guy?
I actually have that on my DVR. Usually I have tons of Notre Dame.
Yes. Well, look over here.
Chicago.
Look at all the Notre Dame. Some of the famous shirts. Now, my wife Beth was looking for something. What do you think?
If she's into
into
the print.
There you go. Amazing Grace. How about that? You didn't paint that, did you?
I did not paint that.
Okay.
The best finds that people have found throughout Goodwills are framed art, because most people don't understand framed art. And then somebody comes in, buys it for $4, and then sells it for $100,000.
Oh, let's go back.
Yeah, there's a lot of great finds.
Mark, we're out on the retail floor. I must say, my daughter Grace, who's a student at Holy Cross College, loves to shop at Goodwill. Buddy of mine, Matt Ernsberger, has gotten all his fashion over the years. I love it. Holiday shopping is coming up. Let's cover that topic.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great time, especially looking at Christmas stuff, ugly sweaters. That's probably one of the biggest things people come in right now, is looking for ugly sweaters.
Look at all the fun Christmas things here. Now here we're talking, look at there, with the headsets on. That one right there is the winner.
$6.99.
Wow. Now, this is the one.
And then we also have some neat stuff that isn't necessarily in our stores, but if you're at home, you can shop online. Our shopgoodwill.com has it, as well as Good Finds, are two websites that we post our stuff to.
Well, Mark, one of the things people really like, rewards points, no matter what they do, and let us know what Goodwill does in that area.
Yeah, we have a great loyalty program where, all you have to do is come in, it's free. All you have to do is come in, and we'll usually take your ID, scan it, it'll populate everything, and all we need to do is get your email address and your phone number, and then we will send you when we're having sales. We don't bombard you with emails. We usually get when sales are, and for every penny you get a point, and then once you accumulate enough points, you can, for a $10 purchase, you can put up to 25% of your purchase on there, which we have over 300,000 loyalty members, and they really use the program quite heavily. So if you're not on it, you really should be.
Let's talk about needs as far as employees at this Goodwill and in the area.
Sure. With our 23 stores, we have more than 150 open positions. And for a working mom or a stay-at-home kind of mom, these are great positions because we can move ourselves around, especially in our production areas. We close at 7 at night in any of our stores. And actually we have 8 stores that are reduced hours right now because we don't have enough people to staff them.
Well, let's recap again how people get in touch, because if they can bring donations, which are needed, especially clothing, if they can work here, great opportunities, rewards, how do they get a hold as far as website, main phone number, what have you?
Sure. It's goodwill-ni.org is our website.
Right.
They can get into any of our stores.
Yes.
We have, if you're looking for employment in our stores, we actually have a kiosk. If you don't have a computer, you can get hold of that for anybody to job search. So
that's great. This has been so much fun and so informative. It's a special time of the year, and we want to thank everybody for supporting Goodwill.
Thank you.
We know you're working daily to make healthy choices for your life and the life of your loved ones. MHC Life is here to help you with those choices by offering supplements and materials that maximize your health and total well-being. The Super Heart Pack from Making Healthy Choices is an excellent way to boost your immunity, combat fatigue, and provide overall maximum heart health and well-being. Order today for $49.95 and save $39. Visit mhclife.com or call 1-800-965-2345.
I am ready to have some fun today. I'm at Generations Adventurplex at the Axe Den. I'm about to throw an axe, and later we're going to talk with Teresa about all the fun things you can do here with your family and friends. I am so excited. We're going to have some fun today. We are at Generations Adventurplex, and I am here with Teresa, one of the founders, and I cannot wait to tell our viewers and show them what you have here. This is amazing.
Well, thanks for coming, Lisa. We're super excited to show you what we have to offer.
Yes, so when I first walked in the door, it's overwhelming. You have 2 levels. Tell me a little bit about all of the different things that people can do when they come to Generations.
Well, we design Generations for the entire family. So we have multiple levels for a reason. A lot of times people go to places and the kids have to, they have to babysit the kids or they have to separate. So we sort of designed it with every family member in mind. So the adults primarily stay on the 2nd level, which is where we have axe throwing, which is kind of where we are now.
Yeah.
And it's actually one of the largest arenas in probably our state and multi-state radius. So that's a pretty unique attraction. And then we have tons of other things. We have laser tag, which is a 2-story arena, which is a little unusual. It's a DMX arena, and it has artificial intelligence, which is something that's a little unique. So in addition to playing each other, the players play the arena.
Ooh.
So we like to say the arena strikes back is kind of what we call it. So you've got to fight each other in the arena. So that's pretty cool. We have a large arcade. We have food and beverage. We do a lot of large events here for teams and corporate groups. So we just got rock climbing. That's something new. We have 6 LED walls. And we have drop tower, which most people don't know much about. It's a 30-foot tower. It's indoor. You can't really see it from the outside, but it takes you up 30 feet in the air, drops you down, spins you around. So that's just kind of a few of the things that we have.
Yeah. So we're sitting here in the axe throwing room. What's the name of this room?
This is the axe den. We have 14 targets, and each of them have a coach assigned to the lane. So we're sort of sitting in a lane. We can have 8 people throwing at a time. We do provide the coaching. We call them the axe whisperers. So for people who've never thrown before, they can come and land a shot probably within the first few tries if they're ambitious enough.
And you can have what, birthday parties here? What are some of the other events where people can rent this out?
So we do full facility rentals. So some of the local football teams have actually rented the entire facility, and that's an option. We do partial facility buyout, so people can just have the mezzanine level. If you just kind of want a large group event and a little privacy, you can have the entire axe throwing den. And we also have bowling up here, which I forgot to mention earlier. So we have 8 lanes of bowling. So
I saw your bowling alley. First of all, it's my favorite in town. It is so colorful and fun, and it's just, it's, you guys, you have to come bowling here. This is the place to come bowling, axe throwing, laser tag. I mean, it's a one-stop shop. And for the whole family, for adults and kids. And you have a menu here. Like, you can go to places and here's some pizza or a hot dog. Tell me about your menu, because you have some really good stuff here.
We do. We do have the basic fare that everyone loves, but we also have a special menu for larger groups. Some of the popular items on there are the fajita bar, which is like really delicious. We do a smokehouse barbecue bar, and we also have a slider bar. So those are pretty the popular ones. We offer other things, pasta bars, things like that. And then the special things, like we have amazing desserts, we have tiramisu, we have red velvet cupcakes, we have chocolate fountain. So we kind of have a lot of extra little things that people love when you're treating yourself.
If somebody wants to book a party or an event, or they want to reserve bowling or axe throwing, what do they do and how do they do that?
Probably the easiest way, if they just want to bowl or axe throw, is to do it online. They could go to our website, which is generationsadventureplex.com. There's a hyphen between Generations and Adventureplex, and they can reserve right there. If they want a larger group event, they can make an inquiry online also, so they can go also to the website, click on custom event, and then type in sort of the things they want us to know, and then we have an event planner call them back and sort of work through the details based on their budget.
And your website again was?
Generations, and with a hyphen after it, adventureplex.com.
Oh my goodness. Teresa, thank you so much. I can't wait to go play some games now. And for all of you that are watching, you have got to check out Generations Adventureplex, or you could look at it online. Just come here, bring the family, have a really great time. You can eat here, you could play all the games, axe throwing, laser tag, bowling, whatever you want, it's right here. It's such a fun place. You need to come. And what's the address? They need to know where to go.
It's 1018 West Edison Road, and that's in Mishawaka. It's right at the corner of Hickory and Edison, where the movie theater is. And Mark 14, most people know that as a landmark, so we're right in that same outlot.
Perfect. I might still be here. So I will see you at Generations Adventureplex, and say hello to Teresa if you see her here.
Generations Adventureplex is more than just axe throwing and arcade games. It's 30,000 square feet of grown-up fun, featuring laser tag, climbing walls, bowling with a full in-house catering menu, and a 16-tap beer wall. It's a place to breathe out stress and make laugh-out-loud memories with friends, family, and colleagues. Group packages for companies, youth groups, sports teams, and more. Generations Adventureplex is the perfect venue for your next gathering. Visit today and see what all the hype is about. Located on Edison in Mishawaka, next to Movies 14.
Hi friends, this is Stefan from Feed the Hungry. I'm at Mahega Primary School in the Ramwanja refugee camp, surrounded by a bunch of wonderful Congolese children. If you take a notice, you'll see their plates are empty right now. They are waiting for lunch. And that's why we really count on friends that are Full Life Monthly partners. It's important that these kids get a meal each and every day that they come to school. When the food's not here, the children aren't here either, and they miss out on class. They suffer physically, they suffer academically. When you become a Full Life Monthly partner, you're helping kids like these grow. They learn, they're healthy, and they love God because they can taste and see that the Lord is good. If you sow into the ministry of Feed the Hungry, think about making a monthly commitment. Thank you so much.
Today we're at the Morris Performing Arts Center in South Bend, Indiana. And all I have to say is happy birthday! From right here on this stage, over the last 100 years, amazing performances from Frank Sinatra all the way to Broadway performances like Cats and Wicked. Today we're going to be talking to the very people that make all of this possible and what they're doing to bring the Morris into the future. I'm here on the stage of the Morris Performing Arts Center with Mary and Greg Downs, and we're going to be finding out a little more about the history of this amazing place. So could you guys give me some insight?
Sure. The Morris was actually built in 1922 as a vaudeville house, and it was very successful. It was actually coincidentally built during the Spanish flu, believe it or not, and it was very successful for the next 20 years. Big acts like Bing Crosby, Houdini, the Ziegfeld Follies, lots of people performed here. And it was very, very successful until vaudeville began to fall on hard times. It became a movie house, actually, in the 40s. In fact, in 1940, there was a world premiere of the Newt Rockne story, and Ronald Reagan starred in that movie.
Oh, wow.
24,000 people showed up outside the theater just to get a look at Ronald Reagan.
Very cool.
You know, the theater, with the advent of television in the 50s, the theater fell on hard times. And believe it or not, it was going to be demolished in 1959 until Ella Morris stepped in and purchased at the time, the Palace Theater for an undisclosed amount of money and sold it to the city of South Bend for $1.
And at that time, the theater was renamed the Morris Civic Auditorium. It was previously called the Palace. And then there are lots of performers, a lot of musicians, Stevie Wonder, James Brown, Aerosmith, and the Broadway Theater League had lots of Broadway shows here then as well. And then from then, another renovation was done in 1998, and that was with the city and a group of very creative and dedicated citizens raised about $17 million. And they did a renovation and remodeling, and they upgraded the interior of the theater to its original, absolutely glorious.
Yeah, so beautiful.
And that still stands. Those, with the advent of the new projects, we don't have to do anything to the interior of the theater that shows. It's more HVAC and things like that. So,
very cool.
And we were asked to be on the committee, and we have been coming to the Morris for 50 years, and it's been a really big focal point for our entertainment, and we are dedicated to having the future be as welcoming and as wonderful for the next 100 years.
I'm here with Annie Smith for the 100-year celebration at the Morris, and I'm really excited to hear more about your involvement.
Yeah, absolutely. So I am the Chief Development Officer for the Venues, Parks, and Arts Department. In that capacity, I oversee the fundraising for the 100-year celebration of the Morris, including our $30 million capital campaign. You know, we've talked about what a jewel this place is in our community and how lucky we are to have it. And something really interesting about the history of this place is that time and time again, it has been kind of saved by citizens and residents of South Bend who just wanted to keep it for the next generation. And that's the chance that we have right now. You know, so many people have their memories of the first time they were here and the big acts that they've seen. And if we can do something right now to ensure not only that the next generation and generations to come can enjoy this place the way that we have, but that more people can, and that they can enjoy it in even a better way and leave South Bend even better, it's a really cool opportunity that we have. So we're hoping that everybody in the community comes and can enjoy this place and be a part of this campaign, and if nothing else, just celebrate 100 magical years of the Morris.
So I know you guys have a lot of events coming up, and I know people in the community are definitely going to want to get involved. So how do they find out about the events and participation?
Yeah, that's great. So we're keeping track of everything on our website, which is www.morris100.org.
I love it.
Lots of events there. We're going to have stuff going on truly until the birthday. And the actual birthday is November 2nd of 2022, but we'll have tours going on and smaller events and smaller concerts, and we're just trying to get the whole community here. So if you haven't been to the Morris, definitely come out for that. If you want a tour, we would love to give you one, and all that information is on our website. The history of this place is, the more you learn, the more you realize what a jewel it is. And it makes this campaign so much more fun to work on, because someday, 200 years from now, people are going to be talking about what we did now. As a part of the campaign, we are going to be doing a lot of really exciting projects and basically remaking a lot of the theater. So the first phase of the project is actually that we are going to be redoing everything you see here. So we're getting new seats, new carpeting, a new curtain, a lot of the cool comfort elements that'll make people who come to the Morris as patrons feel more comfortable, bigger seats. We're going to have places to put drinks down, so people can really enjoy shows more. And that's going to be the first phase of the project. The second project of the campaign is going to be a really exciting building addition. So right out here outside, we're going to be filling in this space, building a parking garage with about 300 spots, but then also a really cool area just for our community to come. We're going to have cool flex space inside, a lounge area, some art areas for different art projects, and a lot of really cool space. And then in addition to that, we're also going to be redoing some of the outdoor elements, making it easier for folks to come and enjoy different shows or performances or things outside of the brick and mortar theater.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, so cool. We're here today with Equity of the Arts co-chairs Karima Fowler and Dr. Marvin Curtis, and they're going to be telling us how they're creating equity within the Morris today. So can you guys tell me some of the things you're doing to make this possible?
Well, first we started with a survey of the community. So the committee got together with several questions, and we went to all 4 parts of South Bend and talked about what does equity in the arts mean to people, and how the Morris can be more equitable in terms of how they present shows, how they appear in the community, and how people can come down to the Morris.
What we would like to do is ensure that there's equity, and people, in particular minorities, are getting exposure to the arts, because they haven't always had exposure and haven't always had access. And so what are some unique ways that we can ensure that that happens?
Also, we asked about barriers to the Morris. How do you feel about coming to the Morris? What barriers are there that will prevent you from coming to the Morris? Have you been to the Morris? The Morris is a city-owned facility. It's a big space. It's 2,700 seats. A lot of people who've never been inside the building because it's intimidating. And so part of what we wanted to find out was how to make it less intimidating, but also how do you feel about the shows being presented? We discovered in our research that 88% of the artists at the Morris are white, but the city is 41% minority.
We looked at other things around equity too. So we looked at demographics, ethnicity, we looked at disabilities, you know, you name it. So there's a lot of different things we looked at. As far as demographics, we looked at younger people with families. If shows are at a certain time of day, would that prevent them from being able to see a show or come to a show? We looked at age. We looked at other barriers such as transportation. The other thing that we recognize too, from a diversity standpoint, is how are we getting out and reaching them and meeting people where they are and giving them exposure. And we know that exposure in arts in particular for kids, most of the kids that are in arts, we find that they do better in school with their grades. So we want to be able to give them that exposure because we know it will create opportunities. And we are so excited about what's going on with the Morris. We want to ensure that the whole community is involved and can enjoy
the new Morris.
I love the way all those things are just going to enhance the community so much and just bring so much more life, especially for the kids, that they can grow up and be a part of the Morris and participate and maybe even find future careers here.
And that's
incredible.
The ultimate goal, to create that exposure, but we don't want it to be like a one-time thing. We want it to be embedded, where they know that, this is the Morris, and kids know that these opportunities exist.
Well, thank you guys so much for coming and telling us so much about your plan, and I am so excited about seeing everything you're doing for the community and the Morris. So,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep. So what are some of the ways that community could get involved or be a part of this development?
Yeah, absolutely. So throughout this entire year, we're going to be celebrating. This is a 100-year birthday party. So we're going to have different events throughout the entire summer. We're going to have a really big birthday party at the end of the year, right before this opens again, to have people come. And then, of course, we would love the community to get involved from a donor perspective. And so all of those details are up on our website at morris100.org. And we would love everyone to take part, whether it's coming to see a show or celebrating with us at the birthday party, or by buying a brick and being a part of the campaign.
Oh, that's so cool. Well, I love all those options that people can get involved.
Tons of them.
And I personally would like to join in and come see some shows and be a part of it. So thank you so much for coming, Annie, and I love everything you've been doing and all your hard work to preserve this place.
Thank you.
Well, happy birthday to
Happy
the Morris.
birthday
Happy
to the
birthday. I had such a fun time celebrating the 100th year birthday party of the Morris today. I hope you guys can join the fun by going to their website and checking out all the amazing things coming up and join in on the celebration.
With your help, Spread the Word has sent thousands of gospels around the globe so that people can know God and are receiving the motivation they need through the Scripture in their hands. Together, we are building dreams, greatness, and a future. More people are waiting to get their very own gospel. Your gift of $5, $20, or $100 will help us spread the light. Help us spread the word.
Feel better and full of energy with the new MHC Life Restoration Pack. Our natural prebiotics and probiotics formula is the best option to keep your intestinal tract free from disease, creating better absorption of nutrients. Plus, this pack includes multivitamin supplements and electrolyte minerals to get a stronger immune system overall. Order today for only $64.95. Visit mhclife.com to order or call 1-800-965-2345.
Because of your donation, I was able to gain employment at Goodwill.
Because of your donation, I had extra support with my pregnancy and have a happy, healthy toddler.
Because of your donation, I was able to gain the support I needed as I returned to civilian life.
Because of your donation, I was able to finish my high school diploma and take a step forward in my career.
Your donations change lives. Thank you for supporting Goodwill.
Thanks for watching. If your business would like to be featured on an upcoming episode, email us at openforbusiness@WHME-TV46.com. We'll see you next time. We're open for business.